Well, there's so many things about Puna that I love, but probably the first thing is the people. The people are just pretty amazing. One of the first assignments I had when I came to this island back in 1998 was to work in Pahoa, and so I met a lot of people, had a lot of friends, and still do have a lot of friends over there. But the people are just so warm, kind, and so filled with aloha. And then, of course, Puna has some of the most beautiful places on our island and in our state, and probably even in the world, right there in Puna. Resilience for me means the ability to bounce back from problems, the ability to take care of yourselves, the ability to create a safe and healthy community. I see a lot of opportunities. What we're looking at from our administration is sustainability, the ability, for me, I define this as the ability for our kids to raise their kids on this island, and their kids in turn to raise their kids. And so I see this is the challenge that we have, and whether it's dealing with disaster or housing or anything else, we're all in this together. And that the lessons we learn about how important it is not just to rely on government or not just rely on a person, we're all in this together, and it's all of our kuleana. We're more empowered. Because of the situation, oftentimes negative things bring positive consequences. I think this community realizes that they can't just rely on government. They can't just rely on themselves. We have to rely on each other. And I've seen that happen. I've seen some great things come out of the Puna community. You're starting to see them starting to build business over there. You're starting to see that the kids that are coming out of there are doing amazing things. They're growing into taking their responsibility. I see just a sense of being empowered to do so much more. I realize how influential, how strong, how capable the community can be if you let them. You can't do things yourself. You have to work together. But we also know that there's power in numbers. And so, having an idea by yourself on how to get things done versus sharing that responsibility with others, you're always going to come up with ideas quicker, and you're going to come up with better ideas working as a team than you do working by yourself. If we were to have another disaster, whether it be an earthquake, a volcano, a tsunami, or anything, I think there's a lot of lessons we learned during the lava event of 2018. One of the ones I think is really important is how important the community was. And so what we really need to do is we need to make sure that there's different paths for communication, so the community feels like they have a voice, they are part of the decisions, and we're getting out information a little bit more timely. With civil defense, the county and the government agencies were all doing what they need to do, which was great. But we need to make sure that we're also, while we're doing our thing, communicating really well with the community and allowing the community to come up with ideas and plans of their own so that they can help our communities. We saw what the faith leaders can do. It was tremendous, the amount of support that we got from them. We saw what people in the community did with things like the hub, which was tremendous. But oftentimes we were working in silos, And so moving forward, I think one of the things I'd like to make sure that we're doing is that we're working in tandem, working together, and making sure everybody has that voice and that ability to add whatever they can to make the situation better.